Hi children, welcome to our maths class. Today we are going to see chapter 4, Basic Geometrical Ideas. Well, in this we are going to start with points. What is point? If you look at pencil, tip of the pencil, sharp pencil or a pen or a needle, you can get the idea of a point. Here you can see the tip of the pen. This, when I just make a mark with this pen, what did I get? A small dot. That is called point. What's it? It's point. A point determines a location. These are some models for a point. Look here, the tip of a compass, the sharpened ends of a pencil, the pointed end of a needle. You can see, if I plot points like this, to identify this or distinguishing them, we require to name it. A single capital letter like A, B, C or P, Q, R, we can name these points. So these points will be read as point A, point B and point C. The dots have to be invisibly thin. Is that clear? That you have to be careful while you plot a point. If I join these two points like this, which you can see here, starting from here I end up over here, or starting from here I end up over here, then I get a figure, and this figure AB represents a line segment. So AB gives an idea of line segment. Line segment is that figure which has two endpoints. Here in your textbook, one example is given. Take a thin thread, hold its two ends and stretch it without a slack. उसको खींचो इस तरह से कि बीच में कहीं folds ना हो, straight. तो वो क्या represent करेगा? It will represent a line segment. The ends held by hands are the endpoints of the line segment. अगर ये पेन में ले लूँ here, then it has two endpoints and it represents a line segment. Similarly, you can see this figure. इस तरह से आपको थ्रेड को स्ट्रेच करना है और ये जो जहाँ पे आपने पकड़ा हुआ है उन दोनों पॉइंट को एंड पॉइंट्स अगर गिनते हैं तो ये लाइन क्या होगा? इस पीस, दिस पीस ऑफ लाइन थ्रेड will be considered as line segment. Same way you can see here picture an edge of a box. ये जो किनारा है, मतलब ये जो है इसको कहते हैं edge. फिर a tube light, the edges of postcard. So they represent line segment which has two endpoints. Okay, so here also you can see AB. Not necessary that you have to name the line segments as AB only. It can be named any letters from the alphabet and it should be, you can see here, it can be read as line segment AB or it can be read as BA. The points A and B are called the endpoints of line segment. And how do we denote it? We denote it like this. हम इस तरह से लिखेंगे, एक छोटा सा लाइन सेगमेंट ड्रॉ करेंगे और उसके नीचे ए बी लिखेंगे या तो फिर उसको हम बी ए बी लिख सकते हैं. ओके, वी मूव फॉरवर्ड. व्हेन दिस लाइन सेगमेंट फ्रॉम देयर एंड पॉइंट्स they are extended beyond the endpoints, then what is it called? They form a line. This is a model of line, just an example which gives you idea about line. We have just named the two end. There are no endpoints of a line because infinitely they are extended on both the sides, and we can name it as small letter L or small letter M. Single letter we can use for representing a line, or we can give name like this, line AB. Here you can see line PQ or small letter M, which represents line. Okay, line never has endpoints. It cannot be measured. Line segment can be measured because it has endpoints, but line cannot be measured. Small letter L, M, N can be used for denoting a line, or else you can use two capital letters for denoting a line, and it has to be written like this. If you have named it PQ, then you will symbolically write like this, a small line, and then below you will write the letters which you have used for, or you have named the line. Well, our next topic in this chapter is about intersecting lines. Look at this figure or diagram 4.4. Two lines L1 and L2 you can see. This is L1 and L2. Both the lines pass through a common point P. We say L1 and L2 intersect at P. If two lines have one common point, they are called intersecting lines. And through a point, infinitely many lines can pass through. These are the two things you have understood from the topic intersecting lines. When can two lines be called intersecting each other? When both of them have one common point, and that point is considered to be intersecting point, and those two lines are considered to be intersecting lines. Here several figures are given to you. Two adjacent edges of your notebooks. Here you can see adjacent sides. They both intersect at one common point. Here also you can see the letter X. Then crossing roads, they do have intersecting point. Now we will talk about parallel lines. Those lines which do not meet are said to be parallel lines. The lines that do not have any common point between them, or in other words you can say intersecting point, or in other words you can say when two lines are not intersecting, then they are considered to be parallel lines. Like this, you can see the two edges of opposite edges of ruler or the scale, then the crossbars of the windows, then the rail lines, the tracks you can see. Look at this beam of light from lighthouse, then the ray of light from a torch, sun rays. All these strokes are, or lines are coming out, emerging from an starting point, initial point, and these type of strokes or lines are considered to be rays, which has one end point from where it starts. One end point they have, and the other part of the ray keeps on extending infinitely, and such type of lines are considered to be ray. Here you can see ray TA emerging from T and extended towards A. So in other words, you can say a ray is a portion of line. Ray is a portion of line. It starts at one point, which is called a starting point or initial point, and goes endlessly in a direction. When two such rays have same initial point or a common initial point, they form a figure which is considered as angle. This figure you can see ATB. Both the rays TA and TB, they have common initial point T. But before that, I would like to make the points points of ray clear. If we consider this ray AP, then A is the initial point, P is the extended point. Ray cannot be measured because it doesn't have two endpoints. Okay, and symbolically it can be written as, or it can be denoted as ray AP. Okay, can we read this ray as PA? No, it cannot be read as PA. It has to be started with the letter which is the starting point, AP, ray AP. Ray PA will be different from ray AP. In that case, P has to be written here and A has to be written here. Then only we can say ray PA. Hope it's clear to you.